Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race, they're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Okay, so we got more engine power now for this Silverstone Grand Prix, which will help us quite a bit in the future races like Spa and not so kind of this one as well, but not so much as Spa. But just need to get them. Competitors Williams have made some upgrades, which means that they could. They're getting very close to Red Bull there. I'm just trying to save up for some stuff. On the R&D section of this pro mode.
Welcome to Silverstone, home of Formula One racing in Great Britain, where shortly we're expecting the cars to appear for today's practice session. Not only is Silverstone one of the oldest circuits in the Formula One World Championship, but it's also home to some of the most iconic corners, and none more so than Maggots and Beckett's. This is a high-speed sequence of left, right, left, tightening corners that lead into Chapel,
There's my
and then,
character.
of course, the long hanger straight.
The high speeds of this sequence demands extreme skill and precision from the driver. Getting this wrong will affect the momentum all the way down the hanger straight, which is also a DRS zone.
Okay, so getting straight into the practice programs. First lap of the qualifying was bad, and then I just stopped it. And after I go qualifying 2, I basically just come last. I didn't show qualifying 1 because I easily got past that, obviously, with this car now. Easily get past it. But anyway, getting some points there really. I underachieved by 6 places. This shows that our home Grand Prix is we're not very good at it compared to others, the AI. So I got a faster lap than Perez, but I achieved lower, so I think that must have been in Q1 that I did that lap. And I just did it a lot worse than the second one. So I'm like, I can't achieve any more for the team. I'm on 10.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, along with 2 DRS zones on the Wellington and Hanger Straights respectively. But the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. With me today is a man who's no stranger to the thrills of Silverstone. He's a past winner here in sports cars, of course. It's our good friend Anthony Davidson. You seem particularly excited for this one, Ant. Is there something you want to tell me?
Oh, just looking forward to it, Crofty. It's always a very special atmosphere, and also I started karting in the late 1980s, and I was here for that epic race in 1986 with Mansell and Piquet fighting each other right here in my home Grand Prix. So coming back to Silverstone always means a lot. And looking at the crowd today, it's clear that none of that spirit has been lost. And also, we just have such a fantastic field this year. Some very close competition and conditions that should make for some great racing. I can't wait.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
So before the off, Let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Nico Rosberg is on pole position today after coming out on top of a difficult qualifying. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Vettel, Massa, Alonso, Button and Carlos Sainz, Bottas, Kvyat, Romain Grosjean and Gutierrez, Perez and Renault, Jolyon Palmer and Nico Hülkenberg, Nasser and Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, just looking at the strategy, so no hard tyres, just soft and mediums really. Just looking through, I think I'm going to go for low tyre management because I don't think I'm going to be able to do much. The forecast looks okay, so there's not going to be any rain. And straight in front of me, Perez, the guy who I'm really fighting in our rivalry. Then my teammates behind me. Okay, so just behind Perez, going through the formation like trying to warm up them tyres, warm up the brakes. Trying to get through the gears there. Getting to 8th and then just slowing it down. Okay, that's where the new engine power will really help us on that back straight here, and here will really help us to pass some cars. But yeah, Palmer being behind us kind of shows that the Renault is not very good at this track at the minute. And nearly hit into Perez there, and just have to do a kind of manoeuvre to get out of the way of his back end. And this is also where the extra engine power will help us there. Quite a long track this one. But you know, you obviously got Spa, which is the longest distance, and then Singapore, which are the longest race time. And anyway, going to 5 red lights, and off we go. It's a bit of a holding on that last light for quite a bit, and then Perez gets an amazing start, and we go down the outside, just trying to keep it clean, and I kind of go off like just floor it too early and just go straight across the pack. I didn't hit anyone, but literally, as you see, I think that's Hülkenberg, who absolutely got destroyed by going in the inside. You see me swerve it out there if you look in the distance, but being on that inside is very dangerous. And going past Carlos Sainz on the next corner, and go off a bit, but it's okay. And just getting the most speed out of that corner compared to Gutierrez, and look, just go through, get past Button as well, and trying to get past Alonso and get past him there. You know, 3 in about 2-3 corners there. Amazing. I think this is Perez now. Oh wait, yeah, I'm on board with Perez, I think. And look at that, the Haas just gets absolutely destroyed by the other car there. Trying to go on the inside of some of these corners are very dangerous. The yellow flags ahead because of, I think that's Ricciardo. Yeah, it's Ricciardo who's went out. And I'm thinking, I don't think it's an engine blowout. I think someone's hit him because of the corner before. Look, yeah, Hamilton. I think Ricciardo. Oh, and then straight into the wall, and that's kind of ruined Daniel Ricciardo's race there. Anyway, lap 4 coming into the pits. Not the best of pit lane stops. I'm trying to come out in front of Sainz there. I'm just trying to get in front of him, and I do, which is amazing because Vettel in front of me will be quite fast, so I've got kind of a bit of clean air. He'll be a lot faster than our car, so I've got a bit of clean air here. But anyway, there's my teammate there, and the Haas of I think it's Roman Grosjean just blows out, and he goes into the section there. Anyway, catching up to Alonso, who Vettel passed before, obviously just trying to follow Vettel through here, who is much quicker. I can't really follow him, but like just trying to keep him in front of me, like next car in front of me, so I can literally just keep my clean air that I've got now. But anyway, Alonso's battling me with quite a bit and like go wide. The two, I just couldn't do it, and then look, I had to slow down there because Sainz going so slow through that corner. Couldn't really do anything. Look at this, on the back of Sainz there, literally touching and showing the pace of the Toro Rosso there. I couldn't get past him. He had the same power as us. I was like, even with the traction from the corner, I was catching up and I just couldn't get past. But anyway, the McLaren, on the medium tyre, I got past him easily there. And that Carlos Sainz thing, I don't think it's his car, it could have been the tyre that he's on. The hard tyre could be very good for this race. I go wide there, just allowing Alonso through, and I just make another mistake, just slipping out, and Carlos Sainz, Kvyat there actually, just goes straight past him. I just hit him there. That's kind of a Rosberg move, where Rosberg hit Kimi Raikkonen's side pod there, but he does it back. He gives it back to me, so it's all good, good and fun. You know, a bit of battling. Look at this, just going around the outside, cuts the inside. He's got to give me the room. Oh, I nearly got into the sideboard again of Daniel Kvyat and just get past him there though. On lap 13, having to come into the pits because my tyres are so dead. .1 seconds, a very good pit stop there from the Renault team. And it should help me to I've got some clean area it looks like, and Daniel Ricciardo obviously after his crash is now coming up towards me. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna have clean air. Looking at this, I'm gonna be behind Ericsson, who I can get past in a couple of corners, obviously on the soft tire. But anyway, do that again, do what I did to Kvyat, basically the same, and just get hit off. But anyway, lose a lot of time from that little. I had to save it there. But anyway, I've got the softer tyre, and he's just getting in the way really. It's getting very dangerous there. Anyway, everyone's going into pits. I'm in 11th, which is a lot better than what the team expected. Anyway, Perez, oh my god, my rival. I don't think he actually got past the white line there. If you look back, he literally just came straight over at me, didn't look, and I think that should be that's dangerous driving really. At least a warning from the FIA there should be, well, the race director. Anyway, Perez on the either of the tyres, but still keeping up with us. Look at showing the pace of the Force India, having to back out because he ain't got the inside. But look at this, Button on the hard tyre, just able to get past us, having to go off on the grass there. Anyway, just cheekily making him have a little break. Look, I'm going everywhere, and I'm having to pit again, and this is getting a bit silly now. I should have went onto the hard tyre or the medium tyre for that last stint. I think this may have cost us a good winning position here. And if you look back there, that's where the podium obviously goes up on that little headers. As you go around the corner, look above you, it's there. Anyway, back onto the soft tyre, so I'm basically just catching them up, trying to catch everyone again in the 5 laps that remain, but I don't think it's been the best strategy we've had for a long time, you know. Now, wet tyre one in one of the previous races really messed with us, and this one has kind of messed with us as well. Ericsson, who was in front of us before, is now in front of us as well, and Pascal Wehrlein is as well, so kind of lost a bit of time there. Gone on the grass a bit as well. But anyway, hitting Wehrlein, not losing any front wing, but it's going down the inside. Nearly hitting Ericsson because of him being a harder tyre. He's not as fast as our. And we just go around the corners so much faster than him. Look, just down the inside, brake, turn, accelerate, and we're good. Give us Ericsson, and then Felipe Nasser, I believe, is miles up the road. Absolute miles up the road. And Kimi Raikkonen wins the Grand Prix there. And we come 21st. I think we got a penalty there. Honestly, I think we must have got a penalty for hitting Fiat or something.
Today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine.
Nico Rosberg coming in 7th there, which is not like him.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the drivers make their way out,
Lewis
there's
Hamilton,
a familiar red suit making its way to the top step.
Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel. You know, showing Ferrari's got the pace in this career mode.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further.
And as you see, I got a 10-second penalty. And I think that was because I hit Fiat.
Who would you go for?
I'm giving driver of the day to Rio Harriento. He's pushed and pushed, and he's found some fantastic performance.